Hey guys, I have previously created a tutorial on SQLite database. Now I'm going to create a tutorial on MySQL database using PHP. So I'm using the same example of creating a login and sign up interface. So this is the login page, and that is the activity, and this is the register or sign up activity. It is very similar to the one I created for the SQLite tutorial. If you want to watch the tutorial, then I'll put a link on the screen and also in the description box below. You can check out how to create this interface, and you just have to add the text views and text fields and buttons, and after that you have to set up on click values. So I haven't done that, so I'm going to do it now. First I'm going to work on the register.xml file. So I'm going to click on the register button and here search on click property, and here write on register click. And for this one, again I want to write on login click. And for the activity main.xml, here I'm going to write on login click, and here on register click. After you set up the interface, I'm going to work on the database. So I'm not going to use the local host. I'm going to use 000webhost.com. So you can go to www.000webhost.com, and here click on the sign up button. If you don't have your own domain, you can choose a free subdomain. So you can write whatever. I'll write Tech Academy. So it will be www.techacademy.net and your name. I'm going to put Tech Academy. Email address, password. You can choose any password. And after that, do this, agree with the terms of service, and click on create my account. So your list of domains is here, and you have to verify it. You will get a link in your email, so just verify it. I'm going to do it now. So click on the link, and after that just refresh. Click on refresh status, and now you have to go to the cPanel. Here you can see your domain name, username, password, disk usage, bandwidth, and all sorts of information. You have to search phpMyAdmin. It is under software or services, and click on it. So here we haven't created, this is a list of current databases. So I haven't created any MySQL databases yet. Click on MySQL management. Here you can name your database. So I'm going to name it contacts, or I'm going to name it TA for Tech Academy, and for the username also I'm going to name it TA. So A3578198 underscore TA. Password, give any password you want, and click on create database. And here you can see your MySQL host, MySQL database, user, and MySQL password. So just copy this and save it somewhere because we are going to use it later on. So just copy this in a notepad file and save it for a future reference. So name it MySQL database details and keep it on the desktop so you can refer it whenever you want. You can refer it whenever you want. And now click on back to MySQL, and here you can see in the list your new MySQL database is created and your username is here, your host is here. So now click on go back and go to the phpMyAdmin again, and here click on enter phpMyAdmin. Now here we are going to create a new table. So I'm going to name it contacts, just the way I created in the SQLite database. You can refer your register.xml file. Here it is. I have created name, email address, username and password, and there will be one more column named ID. So there will be 5 fields and click on go. So just enter the fields. I'm going to write ID, name, then email, username and password. For ID it will be integer, so int. For name, email, username and password it will be varchar. For the length you can write whatever. I'll just write 16. You don't need actually 16, but for name you may need 30. Also for email 30, username 16, password 16 or 20. And for the ID you have to make it primary key. So here the first one is primary, just so select it as a primary key. And your username and email address have to be unique. So for email address and username, the third column is for unique, where U is there. So just select it, make them unique. And after that you can click on save button. So your new table is created and you can see the structure here. And you can see that the ID is primary key and email and username are unique. So we are going to use this table for storing our users, contacts. If you want to work with localhost, you can do it. You can use WAMP or XAMPP and work on localhost. Or you can create 000 web host. It is free of cost, so I'm using it. So in the next part of this tutorial, we'll work on the PHP part. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Bye.